Hey folks, thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate it a lot. I've got in my hands a PTZ Optics IP supercontroller, and this is actually their PT Joy G3, their third generation. They don't make this anymore. They have what they call the Super Joy, and I'll put links to all this down below if you're interested in taking a look a little bit more. But the short story is PTZ Optics is into live streaming, security cameras, robotic cameras for robotic assembly, and that kind of thing. And this is a controller to control PTZ, or pan, tilt, zoom cameras. Very cool thing. I use this at least twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, at the church that I support. And, well, I hate to break it to you, it's got a problem. It broke. Not completely. I'm going to show you in a minute. But we've had this thing since about 2020, and it's worked flawless. About a year ago, though, the display started doing some funky things, and now guess what? The display is just completely, I can't use it. So got to get it replaced. When I called PTZ Optics at first, they said, we don't have any parts for that particular one. We don't make it anymore. I was persistent. And then finally they said, we have a small supply of screens, displays that we still have in stock. We'll sell you one. So placed an order. I just got the part. I'm going to take this apart. I'm going to replace it. And I'm going to take you right along with me. Use our Amazon link down below. When you do, it helps us out and it doesn't cost you a penny more. And after using the link, save it to your bookmarks so you can have easy access to it in the future. Thank you. Okay, first off, let me show you how this thing powers up. You've got a choice of either 12 volt power adapter and you have your power switch, or PoE, or power over Ethernet. Now this works on a network switch, and I happen to have a switch right here that's made by Netgear. It can be D-Link, it can be any of those, but as long as it has PoE, plug in your handy dandy cable and then plug it back into the controller, and I'm going to show you what I've been experiencing. It takes just a moment, and you can kind of see the display. It's all jacked up. Let's take it apart and put the new one in. Here's the new one. All right, let's get this thing unplugged. Now, I can't tell you why this thing failed. All I know, it failed. I really don't want to put that down on the joystick, but I don't think I have a choice. All right, I just ended up putting it up on a box. Can't tell you exactly why the thing went out. It just was one day we had one stripe running down, and then we figured, we'll live with that. Let's continue on with our work for the day. And I guess by about the third week, 4 or 5 stripes were across the letters, still readable. And then, maybe a month ago, 2/3 of the display went out, as you saw. So we've been working with this for maybe a little over a month and not having a good time. Can't see what we're doing. Can't program new cameras. We did get a couple of additional cameras, and what makes it difficult is you can't see the IP numbers properly. You're just guessing. It just was getting too frustrating. We ended up buying another controller that was, shall we say, in a pinch, it could work. About a $200 controller. This controller, all metal, well designed. I guess sans the display having gone out, but that could be just a one-off. But very good controller. These things are about $1,000, for a really nice controller. The backup controller that we got, yeah, all plastic, has a nice display on it. It was about $180, and it's just not designed for what we use it for, so I abandoned it. Okay, let's get this thing open. Looks like we've got some stuff, don't we? Take the power off. That's most likely power. And then I've got this. You're not going to see this very well, but there's a... Let's go this way. There you go. Better, right? Right there. Got to get that off. Just slide that. Ribbon cable comes off. Power supply. Probably the power supply. Yeah. Oh yeah, network. And network junk is all here too. RS-232. And I think it'll do, it just says RS-232. The other two cameras we have are not PTZ optics cameras. They're Panasonic cameras, which from a usability standpoint are absolutely wonderful. They're great cameras, good images. Not to say PTZ optics doesn't have a good image, but it's a slightly different sensor. The Panasonics have a bigger sensor, a little bit more light receptive in low light situations. I love it. The problem is it needs a proprietary controller, the Panasonic controller. This is not it. And it doesn't work over IP in the same way. However, I can control it RS-232, so technically this one could control the Panasonics. I optioned to get this one fixed. Why am I getting this one fixed? They don't make it anymore. And the Superjoy, I'll flash up a price of that Superjoy, and you'll see why I would just spend $100 on this display card here and get the thing fixed. Okay, let's move on. Let's get this baby off of here. Don't you love having hands over the thing? Okay, there's the display module. Let's get the new one. There's a new one. Well, new old stock. I guess they don't make these anymore. Ooh, it's got the little tapey thing over. Ooh, do I want to take that off? Yeah, I think I should. Because if I don't, I won't be able to, because it's got this other plastic cover. Wow. Take a little bit of razor blade. Get underneath. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Shall we all do it together? Special. I'm going to wipe in here with a dustless cloth just to get stuff out. There's really no dust in there. Let's do this. By the way, I've done a review on this thing. It's the Kumguri. I don't know. Kumguri. It works great. It's an endless can of air. I'll leave a link below. They didn't pay me to say that. Uh-oh. Which way does this go? Oh, no. It's going to be funny if I have this on backwards, huh? No, it won't be funny. Here we go. Hands in the way again. Oops. Okay, now the other one had it taped. Should I tape it? Let's take the old tape. Get it off of there. Oh, there you go. That took a little bit. I had to do it off camera. There you go. That'll get it where it needs to be. That way. This goes here. Well, for heaven's sake. There you go. There you go. Got to get the power supply on. Can you still see? You probably can't. It's right there. Okay. Before I actually button it all up, I'm going to see that it's going to work. Let's turn it this way. Plug in the Ethernet cable. See what happens. I don't see any schmuckma. Look at that. It's working. Let's give it a moment. There you go. Now, network broken. That's because it's not receiving any network data from anything. I mean, the switch doesn't send network data, so it does need to see that. I'll have to take it in to the other office, into the editing suite, and just to make sure everything works fine, but I'm pretty sure it will. So far, so good. Successful! Let's flip this baby around and get the screws back in. You get to watch the back of my wrist in action. All right. One more time, now that it's all buttoned up. Makes an interesting sound. Came up. Looks good. You want to hear how this thing sounds? Okay, I'm going to crank up the volume. The sound appears to be coming out of the keypad area. There's got to be a chip there or something that's making all sorts of noise. Take a listen. Can you hear that? It's like I need to whisper so you can hear me. Sounds like a banshee. All right, let's get this thing in the other office and try it out.
11 minutes later.
Welcome to the other office. I'm going to plug it in. Come down here. Plug that baby in. Okay, let's see what we get. Look at that. Can you see that okay? I think you can. There you go. 192, 168, 0, 187. That's this device. All right. Let's see if I can control the camera. I don't see why I couldn't, except I don't have any light. Let me get some light on.
Moments later.
Fantastic. I can see. We'll select camera 1 and camera 2. So select camera 1 here. We should be able to move it around. Oh yeah, yay, barely. And it shows up as .131. That's the correct one. We'll press camera 2. It's 119. That's this camera there. We're here. There you go. It's working. Awesome. Camera 3. We'll just put camera 3 up. It's right there. Camera 3. Yeah. There's very minimal light out there. That's the one thing of the PTZ cameras, PTZ optics cameras. They need a lot of light. But it's working. Controller's working. I think the team will be happy. We got that thing fixed. Let's go back to the other office and finish this out.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, that wasn't too difficult. Went together pretty easily. I figured it was just the display problem, and then I ended up sending them a picture of what it was doing, and they went, oh yeah, we'll find you one. So if you have one of these controllers and you're displaying this kind of problem, get a hold of me. Leave a comment down below. I'll pass on the information to you of the people that I spoke with at PTZ Optics, and hopefully you can get yourself another display. But it really is just that simple. Now, I would like to also know from you all, what do I do with this? Anybody have any experience with this thing? It looks like I can probably get this off, and I might do that. Let me know what you think, all right? And until then, I'll see you on the next one.